You are listening to Book Clips, a podcast where authors and narrators expose you to excerpts from different books. You can find the show and more by searching for The Lesbian Talk Show on iTunes, Podbean, or Stitcher.
Hello, Annette Mori here, and I'm going to read from Asset Management. What the hell were you thinking by winking at her? I swear, Toni, you are worse than a guy. You're always letting your coochie lead the way. I can just see the invisible connection between your poon and your brain, Sophie barked, sneering at her friend. I'm totally disgusted with your antics. Toni shrugged and directed her trademark, unrepentant half-grin, half-smirk at her two best friends and partners in crime. Sophie, Toni, and Kim had been best friends since their first year of college. Their recent job at the Republican fundraiser had allowed them to emancipate $50 million from Byron, a rapacious bank executive who deserved that and more. What? Am I the only one to recognize her total hotness? Toni asked. Coochie? Kim scrunched up her face. You probably prefer Lady Garden or nether regions, Sophie's expression softened as she smiled at Kim. But my 87-year-old grandmother calls it her coochie. I've been hearing that slang since I was 5 years old. Really? Nana calls it her coochie? I never knew that, Toni interjected. There she goes again, trying to divert the conversation, just like she always does, Sophie thought. Stop right there. You are not going to distract me, Toni. What you did was reckless and stupid. I'm telling you that it's no coincidence she came into this cafe so soon after our recent activities, especially since she was at the fundraiser too. Sophie turned her penetrating gaze back to Toni. I swear, I recognize her from somewhere. You think she's a Phoebe? Maybe she was there to nail our Mr. B.A. I'm glad we got to him first. So what if she's a Phoebe? There is no way she recognized us, thanks to our very own Mission Impossible makeup artist. Toni grinned at Kim and bumped her fist. Kim frowned. B.A.? I wish you both would stop using slang I don't know. Big ass versus BS, which would be big shot or maybe bullshitter. You never know with Toni. I don't think she's a Phoebe. I mean, FBI agent. Sorry, Kim. Sophie gave Kim a look of apology. FBI agents are not that subtle. I'm pretty sure she glanced at my scar. You would have to be watching pretty close for anyone to notice, but I caught her. Sophie lifted her hand up as a visual prop. Typical spook behavior, though. The way she walked in and noticed all the entry and exit points and took in all the details is classic CIA. Toni cringed. Okay, sorry. Do you have any ideas for mitigating the risk? Sophie noticed her expression and wondered if she was remembering the night that Sophie had to save her ass. She shook her head as she touched her most recent war wound that incident had caused. Okay, that's the reading from Asset Management. And I'm Annette Mori. Thanks for listening.
This was an episode of Book Clips. Check out the show notes for more on this book. And it would be great if you would rate the show and subscribe to the Lesbian Talk Show podcast channel for more woman-centered content. If you are an author of lesbian fiction, then send us your reading. You can find out how on thelesbiantalkshow.com/reading.